He was a Giant legend, one of the best to ever wear the uniform for Big Blue, and on Sunday, the Giants and the rest of the NFL mourn the loss of Frank Gifford. The Pro Football Hall of Famer was 84 years old. There's a generation of fans who remember him as a player, and another who know him as the play-by-play announcer for ABC's Monday Night Football. Gifford was something special. He spent his entire 12-year career with the Giants, going to 5 NFL championship games. Even though he played wide receiver and running back on the offensive side of the ball, Gifford threw 14 touchdown passes, which is the most among non-quarterbacks in NFL history. The Gifford family releasing a statement. Here's part of it. We rejoice in the extraordinary life he was privileged to live, and we feel grateful and blessed to have been loved by such an amazing human being. For more on the passing of Frank Gifford, here's our Brian Custer.
A Southern California kid who made a name for himself on the East Coast, born and raised in Santa Monica, Frank Gifford was drafted 11th overall by the New York Giants in the 1952 NFL Draft. Despite wanting to focus only on the offense, Gifford began his NFL career on both sides of the ball, playing offense and defense. In 1956, Gifford was at the top of his game when he led the Giants to the NFL title while being named the league's most valuable player as a halfback. 4 years removed from his MVP season, Gifford's NFL career came to a screeching halt. During a game against the Philadelphia Eagles in 1960, Gifford was hit by Chuck Bednarik in what's considered one of the most brutal hits in the game's history. In the prime of his career, Gifford suffered a severe head injury and retired from football. But 18 months later, Gifford returned to the gridiron and was switched to the position of wide receiver. Once again, he proved his prowess on the football field before retiring for good in 1964. Soon after hanging up his cleats, Gifford remained close to the game he loved and became a commentator for CBS. In 1971, he replaced Keith Jackson on ABC's Monday Night Football and joined Howard Cosell and Don Meredith to form one of the greatest broadcasting trios in sports television history. On July 30th, 1977, Gifford was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in the Players category. An 8-time Pro Bowl selectee at 3 different positions, defensive back, running back, and wide receiver, Gifford was known as a giant on the field, and it was also a giant above it in the booth. But in the end, his legacy will be forever entrenched in the red, white, and blue of the New York Giants.
Giants co-owner John Mara issuing a statement as well, saying Frank Gifford was the ultimate Giant. He was the face of our franchise for so many years. More importantly, he was a treasured member of our family. My father loved him like a son and was proud to act as his presenter for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. A favor Frank returned years later by presenting my father in Canton. For my siblings and me, Frank was like a revered older brother whom we looked up to and admired. We loved him and will miss him terribly. And once again, the legendary Frank Gifford, dead at the age of 84. Our thoughts and prayers are with his family. We'll be right back.